Hello guys, welcome back to Mercedes Lounge. For $56,000, you get a 4-door coupe, which happens to be a heck of a car. This is the 2023 Mercedes-AMG CLA 35 4MATIC Coupe. Now in this video, I'll show you guys the exterior features, the interior, and go on a test drive. Under the hood of this car is an AMG-enhanced 2-liter inline-4 turbo engine, and which produces 302 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, and it does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. And it's been paired with an AMG Speed Shift DCT 7-speed automatic transmission. The exterior has iridium silver metallic. Interior has black MB-Tex with microfiber and red contra stitching. It also has brushed aluminum trim options, 10.25-inch touchscreen display for the MBUX infotainment, as well as a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster. This car has Android Auto as well as Apple CarPlay. This CLA 35 also has a number of value-added packages. On the exterior, has the exterior lighting package, which means active LED headlamps, adaptive high beam assist. Also has the AMG night package, which means it has a ton of high gloss black elements on the exterior, and also on the rear, high gloss black elements, including the tailpipe trim in black. Very simple rear spoiler as well. The trunk storage, decent size, about 12 to 14 cubic feet. The side profile, the front discs are perforated as well as the rear discs. Has multi-spoke rims as well. I think it looks very stylish, very simple. And the size of the front and the rear tires is 245 35 R19. These are 19-inch rims with the silver brake calipers, and I think if you tie off that look with the iridium silver, it looks very stylish. And I think for $56,000 you get a heck of a car, which happens to be an AMG. Let's go on a drive. Now for 2023, nothing has changed in this CLA 35. Let's give the car some power. Now right off the bat, it has a very good looking design on the interior. Everything is within reach, and I just love how this car looks. Very simple, elegant, and also sporty. And what we're gonna do here is on the MBUX infotainment system is go to the performance menu right here, and we'll see the engine data, the metrics, and also there is a button down here for the dynamic select options. Let's select the Sport Plus mode as we begin the drive. So in the Sport Plus mode, it feels very agile. Wow, it takes off. Now that's the dynamic select option configuration, and you can set the car, let's go this way. You can just set the car to the Sport Plus mode if you want to have some fun. Now, right off the bat, the AMG Speed Shift DCT transmission does an excellent job of gear shifts. Very seamless. In the Sport Plus mode, you can actually tell how the gears are changing. It's a very dynamic drive experience, and the suspension is quite stiff in the Sport Plus mode as well. It just takes off. Do not be fooled. It's a fun car. The brakes are quite solid as well. I can feel the suspension kicking in, the ride control of the AMG Performance 4MATIC Plus suspension. It's just excellent. So the very first you experience in this car once you drive is that all the drive modes are very distinct. They're very unique. Now in the Sport Plus mode, which is what we drove in, which is this mode right here, is very sporty. All the drive characteristics are for a racetrack. Now if we switch to the sport mode, it's more depressed in how it drives. Let's go back to the Sport Plus mode again. And you can see how the gears are changing, very seamless. If you gently press the accelerator, you can barely tell they're there, but if you go fast, you can just tell they're snapping away and they're changing the gears very well. And I also love this AMG Sport steering wheel with the flat bottom design. Good grip on it. I love the golf ball texturizing perforated leather on the side here with the red contrast stitching. The one thing this car does not have, if you've been following my channel for a long time, are the AMG drive units, which will be down here for the drive modes as well as the exhausts and other drive characteristics. This car doesn't have that option right here, which happens to be a $400 option. If you configure your CLA 35 online, should be about $400–500. I think inflation has kicked in, so should be about $500 now. Other options, good features you have in addition to the AMG performance steering wheel are the paddle shifters behind it. So you have an upshift, and they're quite small actually. If you're a big guy with big hands, you know, three fingers are not gonna, you know, handle that. But they're very small, very different. But you know, you have your gear shifters up here, and also touch-sensitive buttons on either side for the MBUX navigation. So you can swipe left or right, just like that. This car also has a comfort menu, which means we have seat kinetics. I'm going to engage that. Now, the purpose of seat kinetics is, as I drive, the seat adjusts to the road conditions, the contours on the road, so it gives me additional support. If I turn around the corners, the side bolsters and the base of the seat also adjust. So that's why I have a seat kinetic option right here for both the driver and the passenger. You can almost tell the pops. I don't know if you can hear the pops in the back. They're definitely there. It's such a windy day. I would have put a GoPro in the back, but the amount of dust blowing through here is kind of crazy. Let me switch the drive mode to a comfort mode, which is what you want to have for everyday driving. In terms of fuel economy, this car has a combined fuel economy of 24, 21 in the city, and 29 on the highway. So good gas mileage. Because of those driving characteristics in a sporty mode. Other features you have, this is the second generation MBUX infotainment system, which I think hasn't changed for this specific car. And by the way, we don't have navigation. Well, yeah, that is crazy. We have no navigation system in this car. For this being a CLA 35, I would expect to have navigation. Okay, so this button right here for nav and maps does nothing. So that sucks. There's a phone menu, connect up to 2 devices right here. There is a radio menu as well. This car has Sirius XM radio right here. So good menu system. You can just browse your stations, and in addition to that, you can also adjust the sound profiles in your car. So the equalizer, balance and fader, volume controls, you can adjust those as well. Interior features, nothing much The other menu here is the vehicle menu, shows you your driving behavior, the acceleration and the braking. See, if you apply the brakes, you can see the data, the metrics. Acceleration at 29%, very gradual. I think if you switch to the sport mode, and you should have seen that change because of the higher revs. Oh, look at that, horses. That's nice. It's a bunch of horses in there. But that's the performance menu right here. There's a dynamic select for your individual configuration. If you go into that menu, you can configure your drive to reduced, moderate, sport, or dynamic. Now the Sport Plus mode is often the dynamic, rather the sport mode here, but comfort mode is more reduced, but you can have your own individual configuration of the drive, the transmission, either manual or dynamic or automatic, drive dynamics, advanced or basic. And also we have some themes up here. If you want to adjust all the displays at the touch of a button, you just use the themes button and it switches to that type of theme, comfort. And let's just have the experience theme, which is more sporty. Let's see what other themes we have. We have a racetrack theme right here, which is the AMG Focus theme. And we have quite a bit of traffic. Yeah, it drives beautifully. The good thing I like about this car, it's under 60k, so 56,000, but I wish it had navigation. I think that's a deal breaker. There are some basics. If you want to configure your car, make sure you have navigation. But overall, it's a fantastic car, drives great, suspension is solid, braking is quite adequate as well. The seats, I think these seats are not comfortable. I don't know what it is, but I think the arch on the back is too stiff in these seats. So for those long drives, you'll get slightly tired. That's what I've experienced. These are not very comfortable seats. They don't have thigh support. There should be another button right here for thigh support. That one is not there. But otherwise, driver's configuration, we have memory seating 1, 2, 3, as well as heated seats. So that's a plus. The climate menu, there is a visual menu right here. Good airflow. I like these turbine inspired air vents that you see here. Those are always great. So I'm going to disengage by pressing that menu again. And that is pretty much it. Very simple looking CLA 35 for Matic Coupe. The center console has a number of options. The trackpad, dynamic buttons, and media buttons, volume on and off. We saw there was no navigation, which sucks. And overall, it's a great looking car. Tons of storage on the center armrest as well. The rear seats, you can have 3 adults sit in the back very comfortably. I love the contrast between the MB text and also the microfiber with the red contrast stitching. That's a good touch on this CLA. We have 2 air vents in the back as well for the rear passengers. This car also has a panorama roof and accessories up here for closing it, as well as light fixtures for your reading options, and an SOS button right here. The CLA 35 for 2023. Thank you for watching.